What up guys, Payton here once again and welcome back to another episode of my Swansea career on FIFA 14 Next Gen. We are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We have gone through the likes of Napoli, we've beaten Monaco. What more can you ask for? We could possibly go up against the likes of Arsenal. We can even be drawn against Seville or even another English side, Tottenham. It's going to be an interesting semi-final, and whoever we are drawn against, you guys are going to see it in this episode, both legs, home and away. So you guys do not want to miss this episode. Anyway, we have been drawn against Arsenal, semi-finals of the Europa League against Arsenal. We will play the first leg away from home, so we have that small advantage of maybe getting a couple of away goals. We've beaten Arsenal earlier on in this season, so why not now? We can beat them home and away. Let's do it. This is the final run now to the end of the season. Just looking at the calendar as well, it seems as though we've got so many games to get through, but they will just fly by. I mean, look at that. The last time we did play Arsenal, we beat them 2-0, and that was at the Emirates. If we can have a repeat performance, then by any means, we should be going through to the Europa League to face either Seville or Tottenham. Can we have an all-English final? I can't wait. I really can't wait to see what happens and how it all goes down. It's going to be it's so exciting. And I remember when I started out this career mode this season, this second season with Swansea, my main focus was let's get fourth or maybe even push for third. I just want to qualify for the Champions League. Obviously, you know, getting through to from the group stage into the round of 16 and the quarterfinal was just a bonus in the Europa League. It was just something extra on the side, but now it's serious in the Europa League. We're in the semis. We've got to play Arsenal. We could potentially be going through to the final. Could potentially win the cup. We're so close to it. But first, we had to focus on this one. Our next Premier League game against Stoke City away from home. Thought he was going to have a penalty awarded to us there as Bonnie was making his way in. Our top goal scorer so far this season, he has just been on fire. You know, I don't even know why I said so far. He will be Swansea City's top goal scorer this season, guaranteed. There's no other player that's going to catch up with him, because if you guys have been keeping up with this series, Michu a couple of episodes back got injured and was going to be out for 7 months. You know, he's going to miss the rest of this season. He's got no chance of catching up. He could possibly miss the start of next season as well. In this game anyway against Stoke, I'm going off the trail again, but we had a penalty awarded. Butland went in with the challenge on Townsend, completely wiped him out. In came the ref, and it was a straight red to Butland. A straight red. It's not every day you get to see a goalkeeper getting sent off on FIFA. I think the last time for me was on FIFA 2003. I'm pretty sure it was 2003 the last time I saw a keeper get sent off. So obviously the Stokes manager had to sacrifice one of his players. Off went Shotton. They were down to 10 men, and he obviously brought on his replacement goalkeeper. And this is what I mean, guys. You know, when I have a goalkeeper on the bench, you never know what's going to happen. There was so much pressure riding on Bachmann now, the replacement goalkeeper for Stoke. Up step Bonnie, top goal scorer for Swansea City. Would he make it 1-0 just before half-time? Bachmann somehow, some way, managed to pull off the save and keep it at 0-0. So exciting, it really was. Even though we missed that chance to go 1-0 up, I was so into this game. But Stoke in the second half had to be careful because they were a man down, and it showed as well. There were gaps in their back four, and it was Sammy Amiobi who almost burst the net with that volley set by Wilfred Bonny, making it 1-0. And what a finish. Amiobi found Bonny, and Bonny back to Amiobi. Didn't even let the ball bounce onto the ground. And just look at the force from that right foot of his. Bachmann did stand a chance. At least we got him back for saving that penalty. But what a finish. Seriously, what a finish. Right into the roof of the goal. Exquisite stuff. It really was. I mean, brilliant technique from Sammy Amiobi. And what a bargain he was at the start of this season. I got him for £750,000. And he is proving himself. He's proven that he's worth more than 750. And he is now becoming a part of this Swansea City outfit. Bit later on, anyway, Lacazette, who came on as a substitute, made it 2-0. Another volley for Swansea City, perfectly taken in his stride, kept cool, confident about it, and it was Wayne Routledge who found him. And look at Lacazette's positioning as well, how he turns after striking that ball. He's been sandwiched by the two centre-halves, Robert Huth and Ryan Shawcross. But there we have it anyway, full-time score, 2-0 to Swansea City. Excellent game. Probably one of my favourite games this season so far. Really got into that. And after that game, I just had to go and have a look at the league table and how it stands at the moment. 8 games remaining, and we are just 1 point behind Arsenal. Oh, it's going to be an excellent ending to this season. Can we push for maybe even 3rd or even possibly 2nd? Probably not going to happen, but it is mathematically possible, especially when you look. We could even go for 1st, but that's pushing it too far. I mean, Chelsea have a game in hand there, and they'll probably win that. But realistically, though, 4th is what we are fighting for, and we'll probably get it if we keep this momentum going. And eventually Arsenal will pile under the pressure, I'm hoping anyway. It's just a damn shame we won't be playing Arsenal again in the Premier League. We've played them now both home and away. Yeah, we've got them in the semis of the Europa League, but obviously that's not going to help us out in the Premier League, is it? So with the 8 remaining games, I'm just going to hold on to that thought that Arsenal are eventually going to pile under the pressure because, as you know, Swansea, we're on a decent run at the moment. We're keeping that momentum going, and I wanted that to carry on in this game against Tottenham, our next game in the Premier League. A set 3 points here would be crucial. Andros Townsend was the key man for Swansea in this game against his old club Tottenham. This game was his first time back to White Hart Lane ever since making the move to Swansea in the summer, and it was he who got the opening goal in this game for Swansea. Boo-hoo, Tottenham fans, he did celebrate, and he enjoyed that one. Oh yes, 1-0 up against Tottenham, 70th minute. It was Lacazette who showed such tenacity, bringing the ball into the box, crossed it in, and Townsend with that half-volley bicycle kick sort of style goal. Fantastic finishing with his left foot, brilliant. A goal that will be up there for contender of maybe goal of the season. We'll just have to see. Final score 1-0. It was Townsend's goal that separated both Tottenham and Swansea on the day. And there we go, we pull further away from Tottenham, and we are now 2 points above Arsenal, but they do indeed have a game in hand. And speaking of Arsenal, that was our next game, the first leg of the semi-finals of the Europa League. If I could just do what I did against Monaco, where we beat them 1-0, I would be happy, but it was Arsenal that were looking more threatening on the day. Arsenal, they have such a formidable attack within them. They've got Khedira, who likes to push up. They've got Walcott with pace. They've got Diego Costa from Atletico Madrid, and they've also got Ozil as well, and they all seem to work together just nicely. We saw that in this first leg. We've seen it previously in the season when we've had to play them in the Premier League. Yes, we managed to beat them last time at the Emirates 2-0, but they were missing a few key players for that game, and that's what hindered them in getting maximum points or even getting a draw from that one. But obviously for this first leg of the Europa Cup semi-finals, they had all their top players back, and Swansea were in for a hell of a ride. And even if we bailed out against Arsenal, at least we could say we had a decent run. We got through the group stage. It was difficult because it was early on in the season. I had brought in new players, so they had to gel with the rest of the team. But we just edged that. We got through to the round 32, round 16 quarters, and here we are now against Arsenal in the semis. But I wasn't going to take that attitude of, oh, we've had a good run, you know, we did well to get through to the semis. I want to get through to the finals now. We've come so far. Why not? Final score at the Emirates, 0-0. It's only half time. Will Swansea get through to the final of the Europa League? The dream is still alive, folks, and I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.
I'll leave you with the full match highlights.